Okay, what is the best mower for lawn care? Literally, it depends on where you are, what size you are, how many people you have in your crew. Like, all this depends. If you're gonna be honest, if I'm gonna just be completely straight with you guys, and if it's like the most overpowered, technically, it's a push mower. If you really want to get nitty gritty down to the numbers, it sucks push mowing, but push mower is the best if you want to be strictly based off numbers. You're gonna make the most money using a push mower. If you just run a push mower consult, if you just run a business that's basically catered to a push mower, you will make the most money. But I'll go based off what type of setup, where you live, all that. So basically, if you are just starting out, obviously a push mower is the best because it's cheap. You don't want to spend no money. So the smallest investment you can have in a business is going to probably be the best case scenario, 99.999% of the time, right? So if you are just starting out, push mower, don't ever buy a zero turn. If you have no yards, it's a waste of money. You do not need to do that until you have customers. But if you do have customers, it depends on where you live. I know a lot of people trash talk me when I always preach walk behinds, right? The thing is, walk behinds are better where I live, right? If you live in Florida and you're using a stand on, you're gonna leave ruts everywhere. Yards are wet all the time, year round. We live in Florida, it's a swamp, basically. Walk behinds are overpowered in the state that I live in. If you live up north with huge properties, no shit, you're not going to use a 36-inch walk behind. I mean, don't be an idiot. I see people commenting on their posts like, oh, that wouldn't work where I live. No shit, Sherlock. Like, we all know that. I never said to use a 36-inch walk behind in goddamn Montana. Use the mower that works for you. If you live in a place with a lot of land, either you can go with a sit down or a stand on. The bigger mowers, because you don't have to worry about gates and fences. I have to have a 36 because I have to worry about getting in and out of gates. If you have a 40, even if you have a 48, there's going to be some yards that you can't even get in the backyard where I live. So you literally have to have a 36. That is the best mower. The best mower is the mower I have, and I have it for a reason. I don't just buy a mower that I think looks the best. It's not about what I think. It's not about how I feel. It's about what is the best. That's all I care about. If you're up north, and I feel like a lot of people just think that walk behinds are the best because they're hype. I would, if I'm up north and I have to have this, and I have, if I'm up north and I have these huge properties that I have to mow, and I'm gonna be sitting here for an hour. I'll be honest, me personally, I'm not standing up all day. If I have a big mower regardless, I'm sitting down. I don't know what people are talking about. I understand if you are in super hilly properties and you need a walk behind, but a stand on versus a sit down, I'm going with a sit down all day. I know that's controversial. I know everyone loves stand ons for some reason. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm using what works best. And what works best is a walk behind when it comes to small, wet properties. And if it's big, dry properties, I'm going to be using a sit down. I'm not standing up all day. Stand on's just a middle child, just like in the middle of each. No, I'm going to either, it depends on where I live. I'm going to have either or. It's funny how you see the biggest companies, they don't got no stand on. The biggest companies have walk behind, sit down duos. That's it. It's for a reason. It's because it's the most overpowered mower. I mean, if you want to be real, if you have a bigger property, use a sit down. If you have a smaller property, use the walk behinds. And that's just what works best. So people can sit here and say what mower is the best, all this and that, but hey, at the end of the day, you look at the biggest company in the world, Brightview, and see what they're using. I mean, obviously they're using the most efficient shit because they're the biggest company in the world, right? All right then. So what are they using? Walk behinds and stand up and sit downs. I see it. They mow right near where I am. I physically see their trucks every single day. So I know exactly what they use, and they use that for a reason because it works the best. Next question.